So what if I told you that every job you've ever applied to has been breaking privacy standard laws and possibly sharing your information with people or places that really don't need it? What if I told you that connecting to a random wireless hotspot was a really bad idea? What if I had told you that both of those things are very, very true?
Angle of trajectory alpha 24 degrees. Speed 73,000 miles per second. Distance 180,000 miles. Our computer is picking up a strange signal.
Those damn signals are damaging Earth's radio systems. Into Omega Sector.
It is September 9th, 2016. I'm sitting here at my house and just had a few more random thoughts come to my mind that I thought I might share. So, how many jobs have you had in your lifetime where you have to give up your, say, your driver's license number and your social security number just to, two forms of identification, standard in most jobs, right? Have that W-2 form to prove who you are, that form you fill out that shows, okay, I make so much money, I need to pay so much in taxes. Now, almost every place that you have applied for usually makes copies of that information. Usually they take a copy of your driver's license number. Usually they make a copy of your social to put on their records. In most instances, this is fine because they need it for taxes. They need it for whatever they need it for. You usually sign that piece of paper and give them what they need. Now, in a lot of jobs though, in a lot of office jobs specifically, and I want to say probably 99% of office jobs, they use the office copier to scan your driver's license, to scan your social, to make a copy for their records. Now, what if I told you that you may have applied for that job back in 1995 and you might not work there anymore? But what if I told you I could get your driver's license number and your social and I don't have to hack anything? All I would have to pay is probably $200. And I could get everybody's driver's license number and everybody's social that worked in that particular store. And it would be completely legal. Scary? Fact. Most places that, most office jobs, they use the office printer, which is usually a big piece of machinery that can scan, print items that are usually done for hundreds of office tasks. Print this report, print that report, send, fax, email, any number of things. More specifically, the kind that you see at like Staples or Office Depot or Office Max or different places like that. The big machines that you go to on a, say, daily, weekly, monthly basis to go print whatever you need to print. Those things that a lot of people don't even realize because, say I apply for a job tomorrow and they ask me, hey, make sure to bring in a copy of your driver's license number for me. And you're thinking, well, shit, I don't have a copier, but Staples does. I can run down to Staples and print from there and it will be fine. No, it's not fine. It's not fine at all. Because all of those printers have a built-in memory. Most of those printers have, say, a 500 or a terabyte or even 2 terabyte hard drives built into them. No reason at all. They don't need that kind of memory. They don't need that kind of space. But they're built into them so that they have the functionality to be able to scan, save the image, print the image as many times. So it only has to scan once and then it prints the image as many times as you want because it has the image saved on the hard drive. Now, if you've ever gone to one of these machines and you hit that test print button, it will display a long sequence of numbers, usually 8, 10, 12 numbers long random sequence of numbers. That sequence of numbers is usually how many print jobs that particular printer has had, not in that day, but since its installment. And that number equals the number of images that is on that printer's hard drive. And I can go to any of these old office supply stores. Say if I wanted to go to Staples right now, if I had enough money, I can go to Staples right now and say, hey, manager, I want to buy your printer. The big printer that's right out here in front that people use every single day. I want to buy this printer. I'll give you $1,000 right now. You'll make $1,000 sale. You can talk to your district manager. You can talk to whoever you want. You'll make $1,000 sale right now. Just want that printer. Most managers will be like, I can make $1,000 sale for my store. Fuck yeah. You buy it. It's yours. It's all yours. You deal with it. Then I would coat that. I would wheel that thing outside and just take the hard drive out. Because I paid $1,000 for a hard drive with over 1,000 print jobs on it that have driver's license numbers, social security numbers, medical records, have all sorts of things that any number of people have printed or made copies of off of that printer. Perfectly legal. Completely unsecure. And if you don't believe me, look it up. I do believe MSN, Yahoo, different news sources like that, they've run news reports on these things in years past, but a lot of people didn't really pay them any mind because, oh, no one's going to go to do that. No one is. I could go and buy one of these office printers from any of these old clearance stores that are going out of business because bigger places like Staples are buying them out and closing them down. I could go to any of these like mom and pop print shops that are going out of business, buy their printer, and just completely destroy someone else's identity. And it would be completely legal. As stupid as it sounds, it would be completely legal. So I submit to all of you, if you apply for a job, or if you apply somewhere that asks for a copy of your driver's license, more specifically a copy of your social, that you ask that they use a in-house printer, an in-house, like one of these smaller, directly connected to a computer because it doesn't have any built-in memory, one of these smaller, like thin, streamline scanners. Or you can take a picture of it and email it to them. Now that's not very secure either. I'm not going to lie to you. More specifically in what I'm going to talk about next. But yeah, you really have to watch what you do, what you print, what you save onto those bigger industrial printers. Now, a lot of phone companies nowadays don't have unlimited data plans anymore because they've realized over the number of years that unlimited data isn't really unlimited. It's really, you only get so many gigs of 4G, you only get so many gigs of 3G, and then you can drop down to LTE or basic. Now this isn't really that big of a deal for most of us. Because, like for example, for myself, I don't have a data plan. All of this runs off of Wi-Fi, which is both good and bad. Now all of my stuff runs off of Wi-Fi. 99% of the time, it's running off of my own Wi-Fi, which is an internet that I paid for, goes through my system, goes through my router, goes to Cox Internet. Now let's say, for example, I am over at Starbucks And Starbucks has free Wi-Fi. I can connect to free Wi-Fi on my phone and I can check my stuff all I want. Now let's say you go to the mall and you log into the mall Wi-Fi. You log in and you see a network that says free public Wi-Fi. And you connect to it. And there's a little security thing that comes up that says, click here to continue. And you click it and you go. Nobody ever reads the fucking terms of service on those free Wi-Fi networks. Now you really should. And more specifically, you should be afraid for networks that don't have that terms of service. And why I'm saying this is there was a hacker recently that decided to go to a mall in, I think it was North Dakota. I can't give you the specified, where he went. I can't give you his name, things like that. I heard about this. And what he did was he set up his laptop and he made what's called a rogue access point. He set up his laptop to transmit a wireless network. And he had his phone synced up to his laptop so that his laptop could feed off of the phone's Wi-Fi. So his phone acted as the antenna and his laptop acted as the receiver. But his phone was directly connected to his laptop and his laptop was transmitting the free public Wi-Fi signal. So everybody in the mall was like, ooh, free Wi-Fi. More specifically, all of those people in the food court. Because you eat your food, you check your phone. Happens to a lot of people all the time. And all of those people that don't have unlimited data that wanted to check, say, their Facebook or their bank account or their email. All of them that connected to his free public Wi-Fi, yeah, they got internet. But all of their data went through his laptop. And he was able to see everything that anyone did. So you know how your Facebook automatically connects you to your specific Facebook? You log into Facebook on the app, it automatically logs you into your username, your password. You load up your email, it automatically logs you into your email, your password. You log into whatever other social network that you have and it automatically logs you into your email, your password. This is bad. If you are on a cell phone signal, this is okay. If you are on your own wireless network, this is okay. If you are on a rogue access point, this is not okay. Now, one way to know about this, whether it's a rogue access point or not, is say you go into McDonald's and you see there's 2 or 3 Wi-Fi networks in here. Don't look around for the guy with a laptop to see if it's a hacker. It's not going to prove anything. Because I could sit out in my car. I could work for the damn McDonald's, put my laptop in my car in the parking lot, broadcast the signal. You would never even know. The signal would say, McDonald's Wi-Fi, and you connect to it, and you're going to give me all your data. And meanwhile, I'm going to be at work. You're never even going to know. So what you need to do is when you're out at a place like Starbucks or Burger King, you scroll through the list of connections that you can make and you ask them, hey, I see the sign on the door says you have free Wi-Fi. Which one of these is yours? A lot of employees aren't going to know, but the manager should. If you have to ask, you have to ask. But that 30-second question could save you from having to change all of your bank account information. Could keep you from having to go through the process of identity theft with your driver's license number and your social security number that you sent in that email to your boss. It could save you from having to change all your passwords to all of your logins, to all of your social networks. That 30-second question. That's all it takes. You just ask, hey, which one of these is yours? Because companies, although they can look at your information, 99% of them don't. they usually have that terms of service to prevent things like child pornography, to prevent things like pirating on their networks, which is perfectly fine with me, because I don't do any of that shit. Can't really vouch so much on the pirating part, but that's entirely different. Now, what you really need to do, like, say for me, for example, I could get my laptop out and I could go out somewhere and I could set up a free public Wi-Fi and have people connect to it left and right. It will show me the name of their device, the IP address of their device, the last 5 or 6 places, physical locations this device was logged in for. Like, if you usually go at your house and log in at your house, it'll give me the address of your house, because most phones have GPSs on them. And the GPS will give me coordinates and tell me exactly where you live. And then if you send an email with your driver's license and your social, and I hacked your email through that fucking device, now I have all of your information. I can ruin your life if I wanted to. It's all because you decided to get free Wi-Fi. So you really need to watch where you make your copies and where you log into the internet, because those two things can change your life if the wrong person does just the right thing. Kind of scary.